Good evening and welcome to the Season 10 finale of Summit Sessions Live. I'm your host, Charlie Fawson, and we are here inside Moore Hall Studios at Central Michigan University. This is a student-produced program that's coming to you live on MHTV, our YouTube Live channel, and the Mountain 91.5. Our amazing audio mix is brought to you by More Media Records. I got the skeleton out. R.I.P. Don't forget to send your questions for our bands on Twitter at @Summit_Sessions or in the comments section right here on our YouTube Live. Please welcome our first band of the evening from Livonia, Michigan, Kingslayer. The band describes their music as metallic hardcore or thrash beatdown rock. Kingslayer consists of Brandon Mell on vocals, Mike Perrone on guitar, Josh Kahn on bass, and our very own Alex Bowling on the drums. Here's Kingslayer with their first song, FMJ.
What's up, everybody? We're Kingslayer Michigan beat down. It's for 734 hardcore. Let's get this money!
This next song is called Pain Is Your Fate.
Let's go, make somebody move!
This next song is called Babylon. Thank you.
That was Kingslayer with their song Babylon. Now we're going to take a short break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
You know you don't have to wear your PT gear anymore, right?
It's comfortable.
So how's civilian life treating you?
It's fine.
When I got out, I didn't want to admit that there was anything wrong because I felt like a failure. And then I realized, like, there's nothing to be ashamed of. So I started talking to someone. Maybe you are fine, but if you're not, it's okay.
Thank you.
If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Regardless of where you are on your path to retirement, you can still take charge of your financial future today. Visit aceyourretirement.org and answer a few questions from Avo, your friendly digital retirement coach, for free tips, resources, and advice customized for your situation to help you feel confident and prepared for retirement. Retirement looks different for everyone. Make sure you're prepared for your financial future at aceyourretirement.org.
Is it time yet?
It's time.
Pasta and time for dinner.
Oh, terrific.
Pasta dinner.
Donating pet food is one of the many ways you can help families in your community. Pets and people belong together. Learn more at petsandpeopletogether.org.
ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today. 2 milligrams of fentanyl can be lethal. A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable.
The sad reality is fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
More kids should know.
Life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome. Prediabetes does. 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, but with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. And you can change the outcome. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test today. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org.
Welcome back. Now guys, I do have some questions for you. Firstly, how did you guys all meet? How did this all come together?
Well, it's come together because me, Alex, and Josh went to grade school together. We've known each other our entire lives. And yeah, just always we took music more seriously these past few years. And then Brandon, he was their roommate in the apartments here, so met him through them, and yeah, perfect.
Did you know in grade school that here you would be playing metal music?
The traces were there. So
Yeah. I had no idea.
Time.
I had no idea. It was out of the blue for me. Yeah. Figured out that I loved it, and here I am with these guys, and I wouldn't want to be with anybody else. So.
Exactly, yeah. So how long have you guys been playing together as Kingslayer?
Probably about a year, 2 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah. But
Live
definitely
shows in
starting
there?
we've been picking up the shows now.
Okay.
So just kind of like that slow
Slowly, yeah.
beginning, writing everything, so yeah.
What is that writing process like for you guys?
Writing process? A lot of the early stuff, it was me coming in with the riffs, then Alex comes in with the drums, and then me and Brandon and Josh will work together on the lyrics.
Okay.
And then now, Rich is coming to table some riffs, same with Josh.
Yep.
And then Alex too.
Sweet.
So yeah, it's a lot more fusion.
It's a lot more
fusion,
collaborative,
Yeah, collaborative environment for sure.
Mhm.
Who would you say is your biggest musical inspiration? Anybody that stands out?
I'd say probably, say Nails.
Okay.
Like Avenged Sevenfold,
Yeah.
Slayer, Pantera, like the early 90s, 2000s, like thrash metal, hardcore.
Body Count.
Body Count, yep.
They're the best.
Lil B, super
Lil B,
inspiring,
okay.
super
Lil B.
inspiring for lyrics.
Okay. Is there anything that you guys are listening to now that you really enjoy?
Cool.
Fuming
Cool.
Mouth.
Yeah, Fuming
Okay,
Mouth.
got the merch.
Mail to him, yeah. Then Nails.
Yeah.
Solid discography. 3 albums, less than an hour, or an hour total. So.
There's a Weapon X and World of Pleasure split that called Weapon of Pleasure. I've been enjoying that a lot.
Okay.
It's good. It's tight.
I have to check it out.
Yeah.
So what would be a dream venue for you guys? Somewhere really cool that you want to perform?
I would say in that movie Army of Darkness with Bruce Campbell, where that part at the end where it's the skeletons raiding the castle, just playing to all the skeletons and everything going on. Craziest mosh pit ever.
So something about playing in a castle with army of skeletons throwing arms
I think
and throwing spin kicks.
The Kingslayer name too. I mean,
exactly.
Just serves it right. I think it'd be pretty sweet in the castle.
I'd
You
love
gotta
to play
find
like
one,
a
though.
like a skate park or something like that. Like I think a skate park would be really cool.
Oh yeah, for sure. Do you guys have any exciting pre-show rituals or anything strange that you might do before a show?
Just some bad weather.
Yeah.
Always a blizzard, and
it's always something.
Always something. Like something comes up.
I'm sure there'll be a massive earthquake or tsunami that'll just roll through Mount Pleasant tonight.
Oh, most definitely.
It'll be blame us.
Yeah.
Blame us. It's our fault.
Has there ever been a time that you guys missed a gig or something because of the weather?
Yeah, our last one, we spun out in the middle of the Grand River.
Oh,
and
no.
got stuck in the parking lot.
It was like
bad.
We made it though.
One of the worst storms this winter was just the night we were playing.
Sheesh.
People still showed out though.
Yeah, that's
we
sweet.
appreciate it.
You're worth it.
I hope so.
Yeah. What do you guys enjoy most about performing?
Just the thrill.
Yeah.
It's adrenaline and
heavy riffs.
Throwing down riffs, seeing the crowd move.
Yeah.
That's
is
what we like.
Is your crowd typically pretty high energy?
Yeah. They like
We
moving.
got a lot of Kingslayer sleeper agents. So
Yeah.
Garth, this one's for you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Garth.
Sean, you too.
My dog Chris. Wish you were here.
Any injuries sustained in the crowd?
I'm not sure.
No.
Not sure.
I don't know.
think
Out of
so.
sight, out of mind. But
Not yet.
Maybe whiplash from the
Oh,
headbanging?
yeah.
Are there any other genres that Kingslayer might explore other than metal?
Love to go industrial route. Now on
Yeah.
like our last promo, Pain Is Your Fate, that came out in October, end of October, like drums were a little more like grittier, kind of more like dark production. So we'll like to go that.
A little bit of harsh noise here and there.
Yeah.
Nine Inch Nails, Ministry.
Feedback.
Okay. You wouldn't go completely in the opposite direction? Electronic, folk?
I like electronic music.
Okay.
Music, like Prodigy, good
Yeah?
album.
Maybe.
Creds.
We're not there
You
yet.
never know.
But
Yeah.
we could be.
We'll see.
One
Side
day.
projects.
The future
could
will
be on
tell.
the way.
Yeah.
Is there any artist that you guys would dream of collaborating with?
Fuming mouth.
Nails.
Fuming mouth.
So-
Fuming mouth and nails. Twitching tongues.
Lil B feature would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So where can our viewers at home find your music?
So our Instagram is KingslayerMI. We've got a link tree there. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Music, all that good stuff. We got some SoundCloud demos if you're that interested.
Chopped, not slopped. Might be up there.
Be careful when you go down that route. It's a dark road.
Okay, I will. Tread lightly. How did you guys come up with the name Kingslayer?
Bring Me the Horizon song off of Post-Human. It's a banger.
Okay, so
Definitely
you
check
guys
that
were
out.
just like, was it an easy process to choose the name, or?
Yeah, me and Alex were riffing. We're like, this sounds pretty tight.
I think it does
So,
too.
Yeah. Oh, so you know it?
Yeah. Well, definitely. I mean, the Kingslayer namesake itself. You guys definitely channel all that energy into one act.
It's the lore.
Yeah, for sure. Well, thank you so much to you guys, Kingslayer, for answering all of my burning questions. We're going to head to a break, but don't go anywhere because we'll be back with more music from Kingslayer. Stick around.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
If you love them enough to relearn math so you can teach them math, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
You know, you develop your work ethic while you're coming up through college, right? There are so many different ways to get involved at Central. As a graduate from the BCA program, I would describe my fellow graduates, and hopefully myself, as extremely professional and knowledgeable, and at least go-getters. You know, there are always things you don't know in the field or you need to learn along the way, but graduates of CMU are quick learners, and if they're coming out and graduating that class, you better be sure that they are at least willing to get their hands dirty and learn once they hit the field. The day-to-day of my job is never the same. Because every project that we have coming into the studio is always different. I could be in the field on location for a shoot. I could be in studio working on the green screen behind me. I'll be in our edit bay, which is just off camera this way. It's cool to say that I still work in that field after focusing on that in school. I'm Cody Stauber, and I'm a graduate of the School of Broadcast and Cinematic Arts at Central Michigan University.
I taught for 20 years, but I started forgetting my lectures. Eventually, he had to quit. My therapist recommended we go to the doctor.
The early Alzheimer's diagnosis allowed us to take control of the situation.
He's been such a positive force and so loving.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
and we are back. It's not too late to submit your questions for Kingslayer. Feel free to send them in on Twitter at @Summit_Sessions or leave a comment right here on our YouTube Live. Now, let's get back to the music. Here's Kingslayer with their song Spinebreaker.
This song's for Will. This song's for Matt Kendall. Happy birthday. This next song is called Fifth Horseman.
Right on the ground.
Kingslayer's your friend.
Now let's see what questions you viewers at home have. From YouTube, do any of you have a hair routine? If so, what is it? A lot of long hair here. Is there a routine?
Wash it every couple days.
Brush it. Yeah.
Keep it brushed, keep it nice.
Gotta get a nice hairbrush. Makes it easier. Makes everything easier.
You gotta get a wet brush. Wet brushes. Yeah.
Okay.
Wet
Make
brush,
sure
if
you
you're watching
have
this, please send some stuff our way.
I've been thinking about growing it out. I need the wet brush then.
Definitely.
YOLO,
Definitely.
for sure.
Okay. I also assume that you can't play metal music as well without long hair.
Adds the coolness factor.
It definitely adds to it. Definitely adds to it. Wouldn't be the same if I had short hair. I mean, just makes sense.
Yeah, I think so. Let's see, another question here from YouTube. What are the biggest influences in your music?
For a lot of the stuff, like first set list was definitely like Pantera, Power Trip. And then the last two songs was definitely listening to a lot of like See You Space Cowboy, Wrist Meet Razor, and like a lot of that stuff.
Awesome.
Anything with a breakdown.
Yeah, panic chords.
Anything with a breakdown and panic chords.
Sweet. Let's see. Coming from Twitter, who are your biggest supporters? Support's always important.
Family. Our families are some of our biggest supporters. They'll always be there for us. And the lovely friends at Post Eden.
True.
They're some of our biggest supporters as well. We couldn't be here without them.
I love my family.
I love my family.
Yeah.
True.
From Twitter, do you guys have any new music in the works? Great question.
We got a few promos up our sleeve. We're not
Couple
new
tracks.
Yeah,
Couple tracks. It's still very in the works, so it'll take some time, but hopefully some new music soon.
We have an album written. We just gotta put it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any date in mind?
Future.
Okay.
Future.
End of the year?
Yeah,
Hopefully.
possibly.
Okay,
Hopefully.
sweet. Do you guys have any live shows coming up?
Yeah, there's one in June in Lansing. I don't know if it's like announced yet, but definitely like start of June.
Okay.
So just follow us on Instagram to keep up with it.
Yeah. We
Definitely
post
should.
everything to our Instagram. We stay active on there. So
Very
shoot us a
active.
follow.
Yeah.
Shoot us a follow.
Definitely.
Stay up to date.
From Twitter, do you name your instruments? And if so, what? Great question.
I can't say mine, but yeah.
I do not.
I'd be lying if I said I name my guitars. I don't. I don't. Maybe I should. I guess I'm doing it wrong.
True.
Yeah, I think we all need a name for the instrument. From YouTube, what is your fandom name? A different kind of name here. The Kingslayer, something like that?
Sleeper agents.
Kingslayer Army.
Kingslayer Army. Kingslayer Army. We love
Army,
you. Kingslayer
okay.
Sleeper Agents.
The Sleeper Agents?
Yeah,
Sleeper
those are
Agents,
fans.
activate.
That's our family.
I like that. Let's see, we got another question here from YouTube. What other genres would you like to try?
Nothing. No,
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
metal's like
like some industrial metal, beat down. Kind of. We play metallic hardcore, so it's like maybe we'll go a little thrash one day. You know, not really too sure.
Okay. From Twitter, what do you like the most about making music?
definitely just the process.
The process.
Love the grind.
The grind.
Love the grind.
Being able to spend time with each other. I mean, these guys are my best friends. So.
Yeah, it's like a brotherhood.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. It's the Kingslayer family.
Yeah, for sure. From Twitter, do you have any hobbies other than music? Switching it up here.
I like running, working out.
Yeah, same.
Golfing.
Okay.
Golfing's another one. That's
Working.
another big one. Working.
Workaholics.
Workaholics.
Golf and metal definitely, I think, go hand in hand.
Yeah.
I think it's golf is a sleeper agent.
Absolutely.
John Daly?
Absolutely. I could not have put that better myself.
Yeah, I think so. See ya. All right, well, thank you so much to Kingslayer for joining us tonight on episode 5 of Summit Sessions Live Season 10. Now I'm going to toss it over to Megan Hart with music in the Mitten, and right after that, we'll have our second musical act here to perform for you. Stick around.
Welcome back to Music in the Mitten and More, a segment of Summit Sessions Live devoted entirely to music in Michigan and then some. I'm your host and resident music nerd, Megan Hart, bringing you the latest news from music, concerts, and more. Let's hop into it. With the semester coming to a close, the School of Music is wrapping up student performances and looking to the summer. The CMU summer camp called Marching Chips is returning after 3 years of virtual camps due to the pandemic. The camp allows high school students to stay on campus and work with the School of Music staff to hone in on their skills. 3 different specialties, drum majors, color guard, and drumline of all skill levels can apply to the free program. The camp is scheduled for July 9th through 14th, and to get more information, contact the marching band director, Dr. James Batchelor at batch1jc@cmich.edu. The rock and roll artist Alice Cooper is performing at Soaring Eagle Casino on his Too Close to Comfort tour. He is uniquely known for his band's theatrical stage performances that seem straight out of a horror movie. In the past, Alice's props included guillotines, fake blood, electric chairs, and boa constrictors. The band had its breakthrough when they released the album Love It to Death in 1971 and only continued to grow in fame as their horror shows became more elaborate. Alice started his solo career soon after and explored many different genres in rock like heavy metal, garage rock, and melodic rock. Along the way, he has also acted in horror movies, hosted his own radio show, and written a memoir. Even with over 5 decades in the music industry, Alice Cooper has no intention of stopping. He plans to continue touring and recording music that goes against the status quo while also making time for his other endeavors. This wild theatric rock performance can be seen on April 28th at 8 p.m. A new EP released today by Angel Olsen. The indie artist is known for her 2016 songs Shut Up, Kiss Me, and since then she has released 5 more albums. She had 4 previously unreleased songs from her latest album Big Time from 2022 that made this new track list. She teased the EP Forever Means by sharing the lead single Nothing's Free with a lyric video last month. Angel told press she wrote this song when coming to terms with her identity and sexuality. Now, the rest of the songs, Forever Means, Time, Bandits, and Holding On, are streaming everywhere. Indie artist Claire Cottrell, known as Clairo, released a charity single titled For Now at the beginning of the month. She stated that all the proceeds for the track will go towards 2 foundations, For the Girls and Every Town for Gun Safety. For the Girls is a Black trans-led collective that raises funds for Black transgender people in need of rent, travel assistance, gender-affirming surgeries, doctor's visits, and more. Every Town for Gun Safety is an organization that is actively researching gun violence prevention, advocating for reform, and supporting survivors of gun violence. Clairo's single, For Now, is available on Bandcamp for a self-set cost of at least $1. After purchase, you can stream the song unlimited on Bandcamp's app or download the song as an MP3. Elementary students in Waukesha, Wisconsin were barred from performing a Miley Cyrus and Dolly Parton duet promoting LGBTQ acceptance. Administrators at Hayer Elementary School stepped in to stop a first grade class from singing a rendition of Miley's Rainbow Land for their spring concert. The superintendent, James Siebert, stated the song was removed because it might not be appropriate for the age and maturity level of the students. In the past, Siebert has prohibited rainbows and pride flags from being hung in classrooms at Hayer schools and suspended the district's equity and diversity work in 2021. The song discusses being accepted for who we are and being free of hate and judgment, and also rainbows. First grade teacher Melissa Temple said many students were disappointed by this decision as students had already started singing it. She also states the ban is concerning for LGBTQ students in the district and creating an unsafe culture towards queer people. Well, that's all the time we have today for Music in the Mitten and more. I'm your host, Megan Hart, and we'll be back with Summit Sessions Live after a short break. Stick around.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
You know you don't have to wear your PT gear anymore, right?
It's comfortable.
So how's civilian life treating you?
It's fine.
When I got out, I didn't want to admit that there was anything wrong because I felt like a failure. And then I realized, like, there's nothing to be ashamed of. So I started talking to someone. Maybe you are fine. But if you're not, it's okay.
Thank you.
If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Regardless of where you are on your path to retirement, you can still take charge of your financial future today. Visit aceyourretirement.org and answer a few questions from Avo, your friendly digital retirement coach, for free tips, resources, and advice customized for your situation to help you feel confident and prepared for retirement. Retirement looks different for everyone. Make sure you're prepared for your financial future at aceyourretirement.org.
Is it time yet?
It's time.
Pasta and chocolate dinner.
Oh, terrific.
Pasta dinner.
Donating pet food is one of the many ways you can help families in your community. Pets and people belong together. Learn more at petsandpeopletogether.org.
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today. Two milligrams of fentanyl can be lethal. A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable.
The sad reality is fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
More kids should know.
Life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome. Prediabetes does. 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, but with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. And you can change the outcome. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test today. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org.
Good evening and welcome back to the final episode on Season 10 of Summit Sessions Live. I'm your host, Charlie Fawson, and we are here inside Moore Hall Studios at Central Michigan University. This is a student-produced program that's coming to you live on MHTV, our YouTube Live channel, and the Mountain 91.5. Our amazing audio mix is brought to you by none other than More Media Records. R.I.P. Don't forget to send your questions for our next band on Twitter at @Summit_Sessions or in the comment section right here on our YouTube Live. Our second musical act of the night is Post Eden from Metro Detroit, Michigan. The band's music is best described as musical fusion. Post Eden consists of Pat Murray on rhythm guitar and vocals, Nick Notman on lead guitar, Abe Worth on lead bass, and again, Alex Bowling on the drums. Here is Post Eden with their first song of the night, Granada Street.
Thanks. Next one up is a pretty new one. It's called Smile at the Moon. Thanks. Up next, we got one we haven't put out yet, but seems to be fun to jam on. This one's called Rabbit Hole.
That was Post Eden with their song Rabbit Hole. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again, then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
You know you don't have to wear your PT gear anymore, right?
It's comfortable.
So how's civilian life treating you?
It's fine.
When I got out, I didn't want to admit that there was anything wrong because I felt like a failure. And then I realized, like, there's nothing to be ashamed of. So I started talking to someone. Maybe you are fine, but if you're not, it's okay.
Thank you.
If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Regardless of where you are on your path to retirement, you can still take charge of your financial future today. Visit aceyourretirement.org and answer a few questions from Avo, your friendly digital retirement coach, for free tips, resources, and advice customized for your situation to help you feel confident and prepared for retirement. Retirement looks different for everyone. Make sure you're prepared for your financial future at aceyourretirement.org.
Is it time yet?
It's time.
Let's go and check for dinner.
Oh, terrific.
Pasta dinner.
Donating pet food is one of the many ways you can help families in your community. Pets and people belong together. Learn more at petsandpeopletogether.org.
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today. Two milligrams of fentanyl can be lethal. A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable.
The sad reality is fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
More kitchen now.
Life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome. Prediabetes does. 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, but with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. And you can change the outcome. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test today. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org.
Now I have some questions for Post Eden. Firstly, how did you guys meet?
We met originally, Bowling and I had met the drummer. We had met in preschool, which is kind of a weird story, but then I had met both of them in high school. We all ran cross country together, so we became friends there, and then it just kind of took off.
Okay, what did you run in cross country? What was your specialty?
We did track in the spring, and then for cross country it was just like the...
Cross country was just 5Ks.
Yeah, just 5Ks.
Okay, what'd you run for track?
Track, we were all distance runners.
Yeah, we were all distance. None of us
Makes sense.
Alex was fantastic at the 800.
Yeah, he was kind of multi-purpose.
And the 400, yeah.
He can do just about anything.
But we all pretty much just ran the mile. Yeah.
Do you think that coincides with playing longer songs like that last one, 7.5 minutes?
I think it definitely helps, honestly.
We've had some very long runs.
Yeah.
We had this cross-country camp where we had a 16-mile run.
Ooh.
It was brutal.
We get good at being like okay with monotonous time.
Yeah.
And you just get lost in it.
Yeah,
so honestly, I didn't think about that. It's probably why we're okay with just sitting there and repetitively doing the same thing or being able to focus at a time.
Mm-hmm. What's the longest song that you guys have?
Probably, I think it's that one.
Rabbit Hole?
That's like, the actual song that we have, but we've jammed for upwards of an hour on one thing.
Just keep going?
Yeah, just keep going.
yeah.
Going. Yeah,
That's
we have
sweet.
like our
We just don't
the
stop.
voice memos in the phone are just jam-packed full of just all this stuff, and it goes for like 40 minutes, something like that.
I wish
Just an
we had
excuse to
time.
play. Yeah. I
Play
don't know about
those
that,
here.
man. I don't know about that.
So how long has Post Eden been playing music together?
Like
That's like 3
years now.
I think we're coming up on 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're somewhere around there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're somewhere around there. I don't know.
We started like right.
Yeah, we started before we
like
actually
right before COVID met or COVID hit. Sorry, and then like once some restrictions started being lifted and like we could go outside and stuff, we would go in Alex's basement, or sorry, not basement. Well, his basement too, but his garage, and set up in there, and we would jam in there for like 10 hours at a time.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Just spend a whole day in there.
Yeah.
This-
Ever annoy the neighbors or anything?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Some of them liked it, but
some of them liked it. The majority
definitely were mad.
Yeah, not too happy about it.
That's my biggest issue. My mom's like, drums are too loud. You can't have them.
Look, it's fun.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Mom. Come on.
If your neighbor was a musician, I feel like they'd figure that out.
Yeah, for sure.
Luckily, Alex's parents love having us over to play music.
That's what they say.
Shout out Mr. and Mrs. Bowling.
Yes, they're lovely. Thank you for that.
Very helpful. So you guys described your music as music fusion. Are there any other genres that you guys would want to explore?
I think we use
pretty much everything.
Yeah, we use that as kind of a blanket term.
Yeah.
'Cause we used to just think like everybody likes just about every genre, so why not put our own spin on it? So like if we like jazz, let's write our own jazz song. If we like punk or metal or something like that, let's write our own version of it.
Yeah.
It's just that's kind of a blanket term used for all of it.
It's pretty much just whatever we're into at the time. Yeah. We want to make a song geared towards that like genre or sound. Yeah.
I know we've discussed off camera our love of the Gizzard, King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
That's right. Yeah.
They're very similar in that aspect. Do you guys see yourself releasing as much music as they do?
Boy, if we had as much free time as them.
Yeah.
We don't have any problem making it. It's just getting time to get together and like kind of sort out the priorities that we have to be able to do stuff like this is a little challenging right now.
We have so many like half-written songs, or some songs that are fully written, but it's just so hard to like, with all of us living across the state and with Alex moving to Fort Wayne this summer, it's just hard to get together and actually like piece them together, and then it's even harder to get actual recordings of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would help to have those extra few members like Giz does.
Absolutely, yeah. About 7 of them now? Yeah.
Yeah. So as a group, who would you say is your biggest musical inspiration? I know we talked about the Giz, but...
The good thing about having, I guess, more than one person, if like you're just a singer-songwriter, you have like your main influences. But the good thing about having all 4 of us is all of our influences stretch across so many different genres. So like whether it be like hip-hop or metal or jazz or bluegrass or something like that, it kind of spans across a long way to whatever we feel like writing, we can kind of bring to the table. And someone already has like a little bit of a speciality in it, or like knows to have an ear for a certain thing. So it's a little bit easier to kind of pick out certain things. I know most of the stuff we played at the beginning was like faster, more kind of punky stuff, and then we'll kind of slow it down to like some slower stuff or indie type for like Masacholi, but it kind of helps with having 4 people with a wide span. We can just kind of cover it all.
Yeah. Has there ever been a time when you guys recorded something and thought, this is awful?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
How do you
It's going to be
know?
fun.
We tried to record the album like 5 different times.
Yeah. We tried, and it wasn't working. We got really lucky with like we know when something's it. Like all 4 of us will consecutively like, yep, that's it, good.
Yeah.
And then we'll kind of get lucky with if something needs more work. We're good enough with saying, okay, you could probably do it better, but like for the most part, we're good at being like, ooh, let's not do that. Or
Slow
yep,
down.
that's it.
Sometimes
good.
that it moment is like 10 seconds. Sometimes it's 10 weeks. You never know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where can our listeners find your music?
If you so choose, you can listen to us on Spotify. You can listen to us on Apple Music, pretty much any streaming service. We also have an Instagram. The handle is Post Eden Band. You can see all of our upcoming shows and releases there.
And the
Definitely should
website on there
check it
too.
out.
We
Website
do have
too?
a website actually. It's
That's
in our
right.
it's in our bio.
Yeah.
Nice. Definitely going to check that out. Well, thank you so much to Post Eden for answering all of my questions. If you have questions, there's still time to send them in on Twitter at @Summit_Sessions or right here in the comment section on our YouTube Live. It's time for a short break, but we'll be right back with more from Post Eden.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
If you love them enough to relearn math so you can teach them math, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
You know, you develop your work ethic while you're coming up through college, right? There are so many different ways to get involved at Central. As a graduate from the BCA program, I would describe my fellow graduates, and hopefully myself, as extremely professional and knowledgeable, and at least go-getters. You know, there are always things you don't know in the field or you need to learn along the way, but graduates of CMU are quick learners, and if they're coming out and graduating that class, you better be sure that they are at least willing to get their hands dirty and learn once they hit the field. The day-to-day of my job is never the same. Because every project that we have coming into the studio is always different. I could be in the field on location for a shoot. I could be in studio working on the green screen behind me. I'll be in our edit bay, which is just off camera this way. It's cool to say that I still work in that field after focusing on that in school. I'm Cody Stauber, and I'm a graduate of the School of Broadcast and Cinematic Arts at Central Michigan University.
I taught for 20 years, but I started forgetting my lectures. Eventually, he had to quit. My therapist recommended we go to the doctor.
The early Alzheimer's diagnosis allowed us to take control of the situation.
He's been such a positive force and so loving.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
Welcome back. Now here's Post Eden with their next song, Thanks for Stopping By.
to be seen.
the right words to say. That time kept passing me, oh, day by day. And I've lived in this misery. But if I had one thing left to say, it'd be thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by. Time's in a stalemate these days, it seems. The door stays close to reality. Road to the present just leads me back to a dead end. But all of that changed with you next to me. But I didn't want things to end this way. I just couldn't find the right words to say. Oh, that time kept passing me, oh, day by day. And I've lived in this misery. But if I had one thing left to say, it'd be thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks.
That was Post Eden with their song, Thanks for Stopping By. Now they're going to play their last song of the night, Mastacholi. Give them a sec to tune up their instruments real quick. We have Alex's brother Zach filling in for him on the drums.
Inside.
Once again, that was Post Eden with their song Masta Choli. Now let's take a look at some of the social questions from the viewers at home. Let's see. Coming in from YouTube, when are you releasing Rabbit Hole? From Kylie and Megan.
We just finished recording it today.
Today,
Really?
yeah.
Today's-
We can talk to these right now, this?
This one.
This one, cool. Yeah, we just finished it today, actually. Before we got here, we were here the entire day before.
No kidding.
Yeah.
So, as soon as Alex finishes mixing it, and as soon as Cam masters it, it's good to go.
Record at MMR.
Yeah, do you like recording with MMR?
I
Love
couldn't.
it.
We were talking about it today, actually. I could not imagine recording anywhere other than MMR. It's, I mean, it feels like home for us now, but like, it's perfect.
Yeah?
I love it here. Yeah, this is a bit of free promotion for you guys, but God, I love this place. And I love the people here, too. It's incredible.
Yeah, you guys
Everybody
are
here is
awesome.
so great.
Thank you.
We were very happy to be here, as well as, I mean, we were lucky that Alex got to hang out with you guys and be a part of what you guys do. So we're more than thankful to you guys as well.
Well, we're more than thankful for you guys to come back, join us again.
We will.
Let's see, from YouTube, where is Granada Street? From Kylie.
Google map it. It's all over Livonia. It's
Oh, it's in
insane.
Livonia.
It's one street that goes through pretty much every neighborhood in Livonia.
Okay.
It just stretches all the way across. So like it's in my neighborhood, and 2 miles down it's in Bowling's neighborhood, and you keep going down and it's just consecutively a street that goes all the way through.
Is there a story behind the road?
That's where Bowling lives.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's about it.
Is that simple, that?
Yeah.
Just doxed him.
Oh yeah, sorry. He moved. We didn't dox him.
From Twitter, who are your biggest supporters? From Aaron.
S34.
S34. You guys.
You guys.
100%.
Yeah, for real.
Our
You guys
parents.
drive 2 hours to come to shows, hang out with us. That is warms the heart, especially our parents too. Yeah, we're
Alex's
definitely.
brother.
Yeah.
This is Zach.
This is Zach, by the way. This is Big Bowling.
Filling in.
Zach Bowling filling
Yeah.
in. Yeah, but definitely we're very lucky.
Yeah, for sure. On Twitter, when creating the band, did you have other names for the band? It's from Addie.
Post Malone.
Post Malone.
Yeah.
I don't. The name Post Eden was around. I think before we ever started, or before we started like jamming as a band. So I think we got kind of lucky, in just kind of being like, oh, good enough. That's a name.
Yeah.
So
Was
it
it
wasn't-
easy to just kind of
Yeah,
like that?
it was.
Yeah.
It was really
As soon
easy.
as we heard it, we were like, yeah, that's it.
That's good. Yeah, that was the one.
I feel like that's pretty frequent with good bands.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Shucks, hopefully.
All right, from YouTube, do you have any upcoming gigs from Sabrina?
Only one I can think of right now is in
Chester.
in May. It's in like New Baltimore or something like
Chester.
that.
I think.
Is
I
that
don't
the
know.
Same
Diesel?
thing.
Somewhere
Same thing. Yeah,
Diesel
Diesel.
Theater?
out
Is that
that,
the Diesel
that
Theater?
way. I don't know.
All
It's,
right.
yeah,
It's
it's
at the
around there.
Diesel Concert Lounge. I think that's
Yep.
the name of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check your
We'll be
Instagram
playing there
for
on-
updates?
Yeah.
Yeah, check
Absolutely.
our Instagram for it. I'm pretty sure it's May 27th. Don't quote me on that, but check our Instagram if you want to,
Yeah.
Sweet.
That's the one.
if you so choose.
From Twitter, do you name your instruments, and if so, what? From Kylie.
Sure do. Nick, you want to pass me the V?
Flying V.
So the V, this is the first time I've actually been asked about it. The V, I don't know if you can see it, hopefully. The Sweezy part right here is a lake that I grew up on, and it's a lake I still go to all the time. And it's my aunt lives on that lake, and we've been going there forever. So when I first bought this guitar, it was my aunt and I rolling through. She got me into playing guitar, so like it was going on the wall, trying to figure out something. And when I got this, I was like, I either want to write a song called Sweezy or I want to do something with Sweezy. And she was a teacher, so she had a student that has a business for laser engraving.
Oh, okay.
And I told him, I was like, Sweezy has to be somewhere on here. And I didn't want it to be on the back. I wanted you to be able to see it. So
Front and
Sweezy
center.
was the way that we went. Sweezy's the lake.
I love that. That's awesome.
Abe, have you named any instruments?
I don't think I have.
I haven't.
Nobody else. All right.
They don't want to carve into their pretty instruments.
Yeah. From YouTube, what is your fandom name? From Aaron Moore.
We have a fandom?
I guess you do now. 2 times on Summit Sessions Live. I think that certifies fandom.
Whatever you guys want to call yourselves, I guess.
We love MMR. We love Summit Sessions Live.
That's the fandom?
I think we'll name it. We're very lucky. We love everybody.
All right.
We'll call it that.
From Twitter, what do you like most about making music? From Emily.
Hanging out.
Yeah, truth. 100%. I mean, we all like music in its own right, but it was just a really good excuse for us to all hang out even more than we already did.
Yeah.
So we just get to hang out and
especially do something fun and productive.
Absolutely, yeah. It was a weird feeling to have something tangible that we can listen to or like have in front of us once we were done hanging out.
Yeah.
Which was really cool.
That's awesome.
So that's probably the best part.
Well, that is all the time we have for today. A big thank you to our 2 acts tonight on Summit Sessions Live. Don't forget to keep up with us on Twitter at @Summit_Sessions and on our Instagram at Summit_Sessions Live. Again, thank you to Kingslayer and Post Eden for being on the Season 10 finale of Summit Sessions Live. On a somber note, this is my final appearance as host of SSL and the final show for our producer, Abby McKenzie, and Alex Bowling, the Demo Services Manager for MMR. A big thank you to our crew for working tirelessly to produce the show we know and love. Also, thank you to my friends and family for their endless support. Wouldn't be here without you. I'm your host, Charlie Fawson, signing off for the last time for Summit Sessions Live. Have a good night.